What's up, guys? In the works, and yeah, we're playing some Crysis 3 beta. A lot of you guys actually wanted me to post some of this, and I'd already planned on doing it because I actually was looking forward to this. I actually played in the alpha for Crysis 3. I can't talk about the alpha apparently because, I'll get in trouble by EA, but this is actually a really fun game. Even if you're not a fan of the Crysis series, I think they've finally gotten it right with this game. They've taken everything that I enjoyed from the first two, the cool aspects. Obviously, the graphics are there. And if you're looking at this and it's kind of hard to follow, yeah, I recorded this on a really high setting. Now, you're like, what's a high setting? Well, I actually only put it on medium, but then I put the environment meshing and like some of the other things on high. Just for experiments. I usually don't run my games on high just because I want to get performance, but I figured since this is going to be my first recording, I might as well give you guys the top of the line because Crysis has always been known, Crytek is all about looking pretty. And that's one thing that the other games have done well is looked really good, and this game is no exception. This is one of the most beautiful PC games I've played, and it's only the beta, so I have really high hopes for this game, and it's actually a lot of fun. Now, in the past, Crysis 2, I thought that was a really fun game. I loved the atmosphere, I loved the way Crysis 2 felt. It's just, there were a lot of things that kind of got on my nerves. The invisibility, a lot of the different mechanics in the game just didn't really work right. The gameplay aspects were there. It ran really smooth. Even on the consoles, it ran really smooth. Smooth on consoles, smooth on PC. But I think this takes all of those lessons that they've learned in the past, and they've really given us the total package here. And I've had a blast with this game. I'm not ashamed to say it. This has been an EA title that I've enjoyed. Now, in the past, I've always said, I want to mostly avoid EA games. But, it seems like EA has all the big titles. They've got Medal of Honor, they have Battlefield 3, Bad Company. They seem to own all the good shooters, aside from, like, the Call of Duty-esque shooters. But I like this game. Admittedly, this is a good game. I often don't go for sci-fi games like this, but this almost feels like a blend of like a Halo game mixed with, I don't even know. It's like Halo on crack. I guess that's the best way to say it. And it's actually a lot of fun. You're going to see me kicking some major butt though in this game. This is a really good game. I think I dropped nearly 30 kills. I think I only died 3 times. I have trimmed out some of the dead parts, but for the most part, this is a high octane game. Very few games you get into are you going to run into times when there's no action going on, and that's what makes this game tick. And you notice that I'm picking up some of those like weird beacon looking things. Those are actually like the dog tag things that are from the second one. In order to get your streaks, in order to get your rewards, you've got to pick up those dog tags. And I'm on a pretty massive streak right now. I'm doing pretty well with this particular loadout. I think this is the default assault loadout, and it's actually a lot of fun. Now, a lot of people look at a first-person shooter and they see it and they're like, oh, well, these guns don't have any recoil. That means it's not skill-based. Well, I'm here to tell you guys, if that's something that you're about, that's something that you're concerned with, Crysis 3 definitely has enough skill basing for you. This game is kind of difficult. It's really not easy to just pick up, as you see me unlock, what is that thing called, the Swarmer or something like that? It's like some sort of high-tech explosive thing, and I suck with it. I wasted like my first 2 shots there trying to take out that mech, and I think I waste my other one right here. Oh no, I do kill that guy, but you can see it shoots like projectiles at him, and they kind of surround their body and then explode. But you can see I'm out of them there. I will get it again though, spoiler alert. Like I said, I was kicking butt in this game, but there is a pretty big skill gap I've noticed. You're either going to be really good at Crysis or you're going to be really bad. Now, the fact that I did play a lot of Crysis 2, I guess, helps me a lot when I hopped into the beta. And the fact that I did play the alpha, I knew what I was getting into. I know how all the game modes work. I know how, the guns behave. And the guns behave kind of oddly. There's a lot of recoil on some of the assault rifles. It does take some patience. A lot of times when you pick up a new weapon, your first instincts, and I just got elbowed to death. Dude was laying the people's elbow on me. Bonus points if you actually know what that's from, but a little blast from the past from my childhood. But the guns do have recoil. They do take patience. So if you want to master a lot of these weapons, don't go into it trying to just sit there and hold down the trigger. Now, I do play on PC, which admittedly it's a little bit easier to control recoil, but the console does have auto aim that does kind of help out a little bit, or aim assist, whatever you'd like to call it. It's something that's just necessary in a lot of console games. That's what makes consoles tick. But the high fire rate on a lot of these weapons, you can get away with hip firing them. And that pistol in particular there is a beast up close. If you get a chance to use that pistol, use it. I think it's the default pistol in the assault class. Up close you can take people out, and that guy has the wrong idea. He was standing there waiting for someone to come down that hallway. That is not what you want to do. You want to be moving a lot in Crysis, I've noticed. That guy was AFK though. You want to be moving in Crysis. You want to be juking and jiving, getting out there, moving around, because this particular game mode, it's a fast-paced game mode. It's the crash site one. It was in Crysis 2, so if you played Crysis 2, you know how it works. You basically have to get in there, hold an objective. It's kind of like a King of the Hill. You get a lot more score, though, if you're on top of the objective while you're getting killed. You're going to see me clutch it there in the end on the objective, and I just go absolutely ham on people, and that's really what you got to do. If you're on the objective, you can rack up a lot of score very quickly. As you see, I've got the Swarmer again there. I think I got one kill with it on that guy. I almost killed myself. I think I'm going to waste my last shot here, unfortunately, but this is a pretty interesting weapon. I wish I could tell you guys how it works, but I don't really know. It's kind of weird. It's like you get like 32 rounds, but the 32 rounds come really, really quickly, so I don't actually know how the weapons work, or that kill streak in particular works, score streak, whatever it's called. But finally I get the premier score streak, the EMP blast. I think the only thing above this is that or at least that I have seen is like this helicopter thing, like what was it called in Crysis 2? Where it comes in and it flies over an area. It's kind of like an automated chopper type thing. I don't know. It's pretty cool. At one point in the game, I think someone had it out. I don't know if that part was cut out or not, but Crysis 3 as a general whole is a pretty surprising package. So if you've been looking for a first-person shooter to play that's a little bit different, this is definitely what you want to go for. Now, granted, this is way different. This is not your Battlefield. This is not your Call of Duty. I loosely say it's Halo on crack, but, it doesn't necessarily feel like Halo. I mean, if you're a big Halo guy, there's no guarantee you're going to like Crysis. But hey, the beta's free, it's open to everyone, so if you've ever been tempted to try this game out, now is your opportunity. Try it while it's free, try it while you get a chance to see if, hey, maybe this is the game for me, or maybe not. I mean, that's what betas are for, I think. And I say beta loosely just because this is more of a demo. I don't really know what they're going to take away from this into the final release, because I'm sure as late as this is into the development stage, not a whole lot is going to change. I think they got most of their information already from the alpha. But hey, if you've got time, download the demo, the beta, whatever you want to call it, and check it out. There's a really cool hunter mode, which I'll showcase later in the week, where it is a lot of fun. I've got to admit, they did a really good job with that mode, and I will be showcasing that later in the week. I have a particular game where I just went absolutely nuts in it as the hunter. So if you missed my other videos, though, here's a chance to catch up. Hopefully you did enjoy this Crysis 3 video, though. I thought I'd bring you guys something a little different, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.